All right,
yeah.
are we live? We are live. I believe so.
No, we are live.
Well, we are recording.
There's something happening with the second mic. There's a lot of.
There's two mics. This is your mic. This is my mic.
Okay, stop talking.
Something. 1, 2, 3. All right. This
All right.
is the first episode. I guess.
First episode,
First-
baby.
First video, at least,
Yeah.
of what we're calling the Offshore Trader. My name is Fabio Boulle. Your name is
Dirk the brain,
not from the brains, but the brain.
not Pinky in the brain. Dirk
Anyway.
Brain.
So I guess we have to introduce ourselves.
You stop looking at the screen. You have to look
To understand like why we're doing this, what was the idea behind it, and I guess like we want to make some fun out of this
at
and see if we can actually learn something and do something fun for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I
we can
mean,
kick it off.
what about starting by introducing yourselves? You want to go first or I go first?
I think you can go.
You can go.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what to say.
Yeah, I don't know
It's
who I
okay.
am.
You don't know who I am? Okay, well. So said I am Fabio Boulle. I've actually been in the financial industry for about 13 years now. In the offshore, let's say, financial industry. Serving clients in more in the stock brokerage, dealing with retail or institutional clients kind of things. So I've seen both sides of the coin. Meaning I've seen prime brokers losing a lot of money. I've seen some financial crisis as well as clients actually making quite a bit of money. So I have that kind of experience of understanding what actually is going around in the markets and having that sentiment. And so I guess that's all about my introduction. What were you?
Yeah.
What do you do, man?
What do I do? So like I said, my name's Dirk the Brain, and I am, I'm aspiring professional trader, but not quite there yet. So, but to begin with, I studied engineering, and I was in the project management field for a while, and then I decided I wanted to find another way to make an income. That my time was then my time, and I could work whenever and wherever I wanted to. So trading ticked all the boxes for me, but it's been quite a learning curve. I started in 2017 with the cryptocurrencies, and I bought right at the top. Well, I bought a bit before, but then I made some bad investments within that space. So a lot of unsafe decisions made there. I also tried the mining side of it, and at that time it wasn't the best time to get into that, and energy prices in Mauritius didn't make it feasible. So I made a lot of mistakes to begin with, and then I went into a deep dive into learning how to read the markets and to see what the best opportunities were, or how to take opportunities even when they seem good, and to trade safely rather than being so gung-ho and putting everything in right in the beginning, and like learning about risk management and money management and all these good things that help traders actually succeed rather than get blown up. So I'm still in the process of fine-tuning, but it's a process and getting closer and closer day by day.
No. More illustrative than mine. Which is cool anyway. So I think it's like important to understand why we're doing this, the mission. And I think all of us want to kind of grow, and that's primarily the mission, and also grow within the financial industry, the financial markets, and understand how they work better, how to protect assets, how to actually invest better, and ultimately become financially free by taking the right decisions. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
And topics-wise, we're still kind of bouncing around, but I would like to touch on relative news that's gathering or that's happening in the world. Also, how to start investing, fundamental data that actually can help us with our lives in the case of inflation or any jobs or any market data that comes out concerning, for instance, currencies, and so much more. The actual universe in finance is quite large, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of interesting topics for you and for us to actually discover.
So yeah, I think that's a good point there. I think one of the big reasons for me is that I'd like to also explore and then share what we're exploring with you. So it's also our opinion largely about the information that we're seeing. So you must also do your own due diligence with whatever we say and whatever we present to you. But we really want to document our journey and share what we're finding, and also hear from you what you think is important in your opinions, and maybe something, and point us in a direction that you'd like to see us go, you know?
Yeah, pretty cool, pretty important, I think. Yeah. And so, what would you find as an offshore trader? This question. It's an important question for this podcast. Why would you? Or who do you call an offshore trader?
Yeah. Well, I would say, obviously, you would be a trader, someone that's involved in the markets in some way or another, either long term or day to day trader, like closing out your positions every day. But largely using the benefits of being offshore, like namely the tax benefits of offshore. Like I know here in Mauritius, tax the income that you get from tax is largely tax free. I mean, from trading it's tax free. So that's a huge benefit right there.
But not only, you have a lot of people that seek being offshore because they actually want to protect their assets from, let's say, if a country goes into war or if a country goes into recession. You have the example of Cyprus when they went into default, that everyone that had above 100,000 euros would be cut.
Sure.
So actually being stolen 100,000 euros, something like that. So a lot of people want to put their monies offshore, regardless if it's taxes or not taxes. A lot of them just to protect their assets because they have to pay taxes anyways where they are.
Protect their assets or assets? Assets. Both.
yes, but we'll leave it at that. Anyway, so I think, I guess it's a good interpretation in terms of like what an offshore trader is. So it basically, for me, an offshore trader is a bit what I said. Obviously, living in a nice island, or at least trying to have a lifestyle that's
a big thing.
You are not subject, or you're not like close into a city, which sometimes a lot of people like it, some people not so much. I'm in between at the moment, because I think I get some island fever sometimes. Gotta get out.
Like cabin fever.
Yeah, gotta get out. So apart from like protecting assets, I think it's just they want to have this quality of life that in a lot of places you can't have. Certainly Mauritius, which is where we are. I think we said that, right?
Yeah,
we are.
I don't know if we are.
No, I don't. We are in Mauritius. We are in Mauritius. So they said this is going to be like a very outgoing, relaxed podcast. I think. I hope so. So it's going to be very conversational. But Mauritius has that kind of lifestyle. So ultimately, not everyone can come and live in certain places. But I think more and more as we are post-COVID, people are starting to open up. They probably want to travel. They probably want to go somewhere and discover and say, okay, I've been closed up for 18 months at my own apartment in New York or London or Paris or whatever, and now I want to get out and I actually want to do so. So,
Yeah.
all right. So I think we'll call it. I think that's a good intro.
Yeah.
And we'll see when is the next one. Hopefully next week we'll come up with elusive stuff, and and hopefully we'll stay here. What the world is, depending on where you're.
Yeah. So if you want to hear more, like, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Peace.